Hey, it's Ran here. In this training, we're going to discuss what is a lead magnet. So, a lead magnet is, in a sales context, a lead that refers to contact with a potential customer, also known as a prospect. A lead magnet is a marketing term for a free item or service that is given away for the purpose of gathering contact details. So, obviously, a magnet and then a lead, and you use it to attract a potential customer. That's the whole point of a lead magnet. So, to really figure out what type of lead magnet to create, and I'll give you a whole bunch of options in a moment, you want to think about who is your ideal customer. What would your ideal customer find helpful? What would your ideal customer want to know or learn about from you? What would spark enough curiosity in your ideal customer in order for them to exchange their contact details with you? And what do you want to offer to your ideal customer once you get their contact details? Getting their contact details is all nice and well, but then what do you want to do with it? It's really important to have that kind of process figured out. So now here's some examples of lead magnet and a little bit about it. First of all, the place where you offer them the freebie or the lead magnet is called an opt-in page or a squeeze page or a lead capture page or a landing page. They all really mean the exact same thing. So whenever you hear these terms, it all means the same thing. And it's a place where you're basically asking somebody to ask for their contact details in exchange for something valuable. Now, the goal is to give your potential ideal customer, a prospect, something of value in exchange for their contact details so you can follow up with them. Now, there's three rules to how I kind of go about lead magnets and so on. So the first rule is it needs to be interesting to your ideal customer, something that they would be curious. You need to evoke some sort of curiosity. The second rule is provide quick and fast value. It needs to be helpful. And ideally, you want to treat it like something that's going to give them a quick hit, like a cup of coffee gives you a bit of a hit, like a caffeine hit. You want to think of it that way. Something gives them instant value. The third rule is you want to ascend the relationship and basically allow you to then follow up. What that means really is that by the end of the lead magnet, you want to give them something to move them onto the next step in the process of them becoming a customer. Maybe it's to book a phone call with you, maybe it's to buy something that you sell, and so on. Here's a whole bunch of examples of lead magnets. There is a swipe file, which is some sort of a document that gives them something to use for their copywriting content. Typically, when you say a swipe file, it refers to a whole bunch of email templates that people can then use and modify the text to make it sound like themselves so they can email their list. That will be a swipe file. Resources. So if you give them some sort of resource for free, that will be helpful. So, for example, top 10 websites to get something done, like create images or find free images online for free. That will be a resource tool for them. A toolkit, if you create some sort of a toolkit for them on their business, that will be also relevant as far as a lead magnet. Some sort of calendar or planner. A lot of people do that when it comes to social media planning. They give them a content calendar or a planner on how to create their social media stuff. Another way is a webinar. So people do value video trainings. So a webinar will be a sort of a lead magnet where somebody needs to register for that webinar, and therefore it acts as a lead magnet. Another thing is a video series. So essentially, instead of just a one video training, it could be a series of 2 or 3 or 4 videos that you give away. Another one is a mini course. Apologies, it's not meant to say summit. Some sort of a mini course that is also a video series where you actually teach them a specific topic or a specific subject or a specific skill. Another type of lead magnet is to give them a free trial. If you ever sign up for a software that gives you a free trial with no credit card required, that is a way where they attracted you as a prospect. That's also a lead magnet. A product sample that could be applicable in e-commerce, an ebook. I'm sure you've seen plenty of those. A guide, a PDF, a checklist, a cheat sheet. So if you have an outline of how to have a shortcut in something, you could use that as a cheat sheet. An example of that will be if you want to teach people how to find customers online, then your cheat sheet could be a script to how to conduct a sales conversation. Some sort of a template will also be helpful. People sell templates or offer templates for free on how a sales funnel should be built. I have a lead magnet where I offer a template on how to write a sales page. A case study is another popular way to get someone's contact details. So if you're sharing a case study of how this one customer of yours went from zero to $20,000 in 3 months or something like that, that will be a case study. Giving them a free account, very similar to a free trial as well. Some sort of a giveaway. So somebody enters their contact details to be able to enter a giveaway and getting something for free. Giving somebody a coupon code. You see that a lot in e-commerce stores. So if you go to a website and they say enter your name and email to get 10% off your first purchase, that is an example of a lead magnet. An infographic. So this is another example of some sort of a PDF where you're displaying complicated or long-winded text in a more visual representation. That's an infographic. An email series. So if you want to teach somebody something through an email, you could also offer that as a lead magnet. Joining a Facebook group. So I have a Facebook group, .com-truths, group.com. And that Facebook group, I have free training, i.e. a video series in it as well. And I tell people to join the Facebook group to get access. A quiz is another way to do something like that. So I've seen, for example, if you do a quiz to do with what is the best diet for you, you can then answer different details. Are you male, female? What's your weight? What's your weight goal? What are you allergic to? Things like that. It takes you through a quiz or a survey. And at the end, it says, great, to get the best recommendation for you, enter your name and email to get the survey results. So the quiz survey, kind of the same thing. A free consultation, that's another way to get somebody's contact details. So for example, they could book a calendar appointment with you through Calendly, which is a software I use. That's an example of a lead magnet. If you give somebody a spreadsheet, that's another way. So if you're, for example, selling financial services or helping people with their budgeting, you can give them a spreadsheet for their budgets. Another thing is if you're building a membership and you want to get a wait list, i.e. see how many people are interested, you can have a page that lets people join a wait list. That's another way to collect email addresses. So any one of these could be used by you to collect email addresses. And really the things that you want to consider is those 3 rules. Be interesting to your ideal customer, provide quick, fast value, and ascend their relationship. In the next video, we're going to discuss strangers to customers process, which is really how to take somebody who doesn't know you to wanting to be a customer. And the reason you want to use a lead magnet is because that is the first step to be able to follow up to moving them through that process of them becoming a customer. So I hope you got value from this training on a lead magnet, and I'll see you in the next video.